it's Syama here, CEO of Scaling Retail. Today we're going to talk about launching your brand in a digitally saturated world. Now, it's unprecedented. Most businesses now have to thrive through their digital interfaces and how they show up to the consumer on their digital footprint. Your digital footprint includes things like your social media, your website. It also includes things like your advertising. Your digital footprint these days is everything. Perhaps COVID happened during a time when you were planning on launching your brand. Perhaps it happened at the beginning of when you were thinking of launching your brand. So how do you think now about launching a business when the world is so digitally saturated? What are the ways in which you'll be able to protect your business and actually grow your business given how highly competitive it is? Seems kind of impossible. No? Kind of. It's hard. Now, what makes it so interesting about this time and space that we're in is that there are a lot of assets and things available to you. Meaning, it's pretty easy right now to get a Shopify account, to launch something on Shopify. There are a lot of great resources available to you at discounted rates, meaning not only SaaS products, but also graphic designers, developers. People are looking for work, and people are looking for work that's meaningful to them. So you're going to find a lot of people coming out of this COVID crisis with having developed new skill sets and talents that they'll be able to apply in order to make some cash and maybe help your business out. So guys, as you're thinking about your predicaments in launching during this kind of environment, also ask yourself, what are the ways in which this actually could be helpful? What are the ways in which I'm able to help keep employment up, able to support other people, and have the ability to get rates maybe discounted, or maybe you're able to get more into that contract than you were able to get before. So as far as like the operation side of launching a business, you're definitely able to get a lot more done now if you have some resources for that launch than maybe you did before. But the question still remains. You're launching online, you're launching digitally. What on earth does that even mean? Well, guys, when it comes to creating community and connection, the rules of the game still apply. Things like collaboration are extremely important, looking at the ways in which you can start to collaborate with other brand partners, looking at notable people on the digital landscape that can amplify your brand, I think is important. And then asking yourself, how am I actually being smart about my 360 marketing programs? Understanding that the main philosophy that I've always had is you have to meet your customer where they're at. In today's day and age, meeting your customer where they're at means hitting them up with direct mail, sending out mailers. It means being seen on Zoom webinars. It means also having the opportunity of creating video content, and really means having your customers and future customers understand who you are. And so when you're starting to ask yourself in the saturated landscape, how do I make do? I would say ask yourself pre-COVID what you would have done in a digitally saturated landscape. You would have focused on the collaborations, you would have focused on the things that made your brand special, and you would have had to plan your resources for about 18 months out. Post-launch, it's not simply that you're expecting to have sales going to help cover your operating costs. In fact, chances are you're not going to be able to cover your operating costs for about 12 to 18 months. That's pretty normal when it comes to retail products, especially in the fashion industry. So as you're looking to plan and try to diversify yourself, I have a couple pieces of advice. Number one, pick your battles. If you don't pick your battles, you are not going to be able to know what's a win for you, what's wrong for you, what's that path to success, right? So pick your battles and stick to them. That's going to be your roadmap. The second thing is plan your money judiciously. Don't just spend your money in random areas. Don't just try Instagram ads because you know you should, but cherry pick your moments and make sure that where you're investing your resources has a plan for ROI. And that plan for ROI is ultimately going to help your business be profitable and succeed, right? So be methodical about that. Secondly, we're not going to just be living in a digital landscape forever. So if part of your launch or part of your brand was doing things in person or being experiential, find ways that you can bring experience to your customers today. Now, what does that look like? Well, that might mean sending out packages to influencers or editors so they can get a first glimpse or a first look at a product. That might mean starting a Facebook group or your Instagram page and calling your first intimate fans and have them being a part of your focus group or have them be a part of your launch. The name of the game right now is intimacy and authenticity. The ways in which you're able to connect with people offline as well as online will help you make those sales and those conversions on your platform. All right, guys, that's all for me at Scaling Retail. Please send me an email at hello@scalingretail.com. It's not easy to launch a brand in a digitally saturated landscape. It was never easy. The only thing that's changed today is you have more dollars and more people that are playing in that game of online marketing than you did before. Thousands of small brick and mortar retailers are now shifting their strategies to be on e-com. And what's happening? They're shifting those marketing dollars as well. So as you have more players in the game, it will become more expensive to get those products in front of the right eyeballs. So make sure you've got the right content, the right copy, and the right strategy to really help you make a name for yourself in this crowded marketplace. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.